Correction.
Hello everyone, my name is Aaliyah Rich for Power Your Stories podcast. Today we're interviewing Jimmy Prude for Jimmy's Vegan Cookies. So Jimmy, we're going to ask you like a few questions, so
Okay.
yeah, so
Thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to engaging with everybody and learning more about you and answering whatever questions you have of me.
all right, thank you. So my first question is, so what is vegan?
So that's a good question. Vegan can be a lot of things, right? It can be as broad as you want it to be, or it can be very narrow and focused. Traditionally, vegan means no dairy or no animal products that a person eats, or when they prepare food or when someone makes food, they don't use any dairy products such as eggs, milk, or any type of meat products like beef, cow, pork, that's in food or in food production as an ingredient. So that's what vegan means.
So it's just limited to food or just other things?
So vegan is also a lifestyle. So it's a lifestyle for people who want it to be a lifestyle for them as far as how they eat food, but also a lifestyle as it relates to how they engage the world or how they live in the world. So a lot of people, including myself, the way I view veganism for me is that there is a sense of preserving life. And for me, my eating habits and my eating habits and my lifestyle as a vegan ties into my spiritual beliefs and how I engage the world. So from that perspective, veganism is a lifestyle that not only just deals with consuming food or how you consume food or how you prepare food, but also how you engage the world as it relates to other people, as it relates to other life, including other animals that we value their life outside of consumption.
So how do you become vegan? And the other question is, how long have you been vegan?
So I've been vegan for 11 years now. And I think your other question was, how did I become vegan?
Yeah.
So there's a long story and there's a short story. Which one do you want?
Probably just a short one.
Good.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have a lifestyle change when I was 24 years old. There was something that just clicked in me that said, let's stop eating, chicken, fish, turkey. When I was in high school, your age, when I graduated, I had already gave up beef and pork. And I had no clue what vegan or vegetarianism was then. For me, I just knew by giving up beef or pork that it meant a healthier lifestyle for me. At the time, I didn't have such a healthy lifestyle at your age, which was, 17, between the ages of 17 to 18, I would say 16 to 18. So, just an understanding of how foods worked with our bodies, even at that time, helped me when I graduated. That was like my gift to myself. I said, when I graduate from high school, I'm going to stop eating beef and pork. And I remember the first year. So my reason for becoming vegan was to have a healthier lifestyle, but also to reflect my engagement in the world with people, but also my engagement with food and with other life that exists, such as animals and whatnot. There's a sense of value that's placed on a creature. Okay.
Who's next?
Yep. I think it's Al's next.
Al, you're next.
Woo. So thank you.
No, thank you.
Al.
This is for you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you so much.
Are you a chef?
I am not a chef, but I like to cook. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy food. I grew up around a lot of different food cultures and ethnic groups here in Chicago. So that early on exposure to food, I grew up in Albany Park for the first half of my childhood in the 80s, early 80s. So being exposed to that part of town as a kid, we used to call it multicultural town because there was a good Syrian population. We had our next door neighbors were from Puerto Rico. The people who lived above us were from Korea. There was a Korean church down the street. There was a Muslim mosque around the corner. So, I grew up with all these different families, and the friends that I grew up with were, from all over the place. So I had a good exposure to food growing up, and I enjoyed cooking those foods then that had like meat. I make some of those same foods now vegan, but I do it amongst friends and family. To answer your question, no, I'm not a chef, but I love food and I love to cook.
Well, it's a question come out of my head. Don't answer. Is there a moment when you first make baby cookies, like it's hard for us, but you don't want to give up when you first started a company like that?
Yeah, it is hard. It is hard, but you don't give up on your dreams. You don't do that. Even if you have to stop for a moment, you don't give up on your dreams. So whatever you all want to do it. Whatever it is. I'm a big fan of who in here keeps a journal? Good. That's good. Do you write it in every day?
Yes, every day.
Every day. Good. Now, for those who do and don't keep a journal, whatever you want, whatever you see, just write it down. I remember when I was in 7th grade, I didn't realize it until I got it back in the mail some years later by the time I graduated from high school. But there was an exercise that we did in 7th grade where one of the teachers had us write, where will you be when you graduate from high school? I said, I'm going to be at Howard University or Morehouse College University. Morehouse denied me, which was fine. But I look back at that and I was like, oh wow, like I don't even remember when I wrote that in 7th grade, but that teacher had it arranged where it was mailed back to us. So, there are moments where where you do get afraid and, but you don't stop. You don't give up on your dreams. You don't give up on what it is that you see for yourself. And even if somebody else doesn't see it for you, that's cool. They're not for you, right? It's what you see for yourself. And it's how hard you need to go for yourself.
Keep trying to never give up on your dreams.
That's right. Head high to the finish, see it through, right? Whatever it is, head high to the finish and see it through. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your vision.